Well, what's up, guys? It is Carly here, bringing you day 17 of my 31 days of horror, and moving along again with the year 2007. We actually have technically an episode of a TV series, and that is the Washingtonians from the Masters of Horror Season 2. Yeah, I've been collecting these on DVD, their own DVDs. I know that they got, like, a full release on just, like a multi-pack, but I had already started collecting them on their individual DVDs a while back, and I almost have all of them, but not quite. I think I might have all of Season 1. If not, I'm missing, like, 1 or 2, and then Season 2, I'm missing, like, 3 of them, so I'm getting there. I usually find them at, the used DVD and Blu-ray stores I go to a lot, like Cash and Culture or CD Warehouse. But anyway, yeah, Washingtonians, this is the 12th episode, so it's the second to last episode of the second season, and this one essentially follows this family consisting of a mom, dad, and their 10-year-old daughter, who's kind of a scaredy cat. They are going to a grandmother's house who has recently passed away to kind of, just take care of things there and look at the house and things like that. So they get to the house and they start kind of looking around, and there's a picture of George Washington, a painting rather, in the basement, and behind it, the dad happens upon this weird letter from supposedly George Washington that is kind of sinister in nature. It says something along the lines of, "I will eat you," something like that. "I will eat your kids," or whatever's left of them, scrape their bones, something really kind of grotesque like that. So he's kind of like, well, this can't be, that's the president, the well-respected first president of the United States. There's no way that he could be like some homicidal maniac or cannibal or anything like that. And him and the family soon learn that that might be the case. So yeah, these Masters of Horror episodes are very hit or miss for me, and a lot of the ones that I like are the ones that take themselves more serious and attempt to be scary and horrifying, because that's the point. Masters of Horror, it's supposed to be a bunch of horror directors who made these, which Jonathan I don't even know how to say that name, and Saul Rubinek apparently made this episode, which I don't even know who those people are. I know the second season wasn't as well-known people as, say, the first season, where you got John Carpenter and, like, Dario Argento and all those types of people in on it. So, but this episode definitely isn't super serious, and the acting in it is a little bit wonky. I say this a lot with stuff, but it's always the best comparison I have, where it reminds me more of a Goosebumps episode, where the dialogue's just kind of cheesy, the kid acting's not very good at all in the movie, and even the parents, just the stuff they say comes off as, like, cheesy and a little bit forced. So I honestly didn't really care for that. The story itself, it's okay. It's not my favorite either. I mean, oh wait, I screwed up. This is from the director of Peter Medak, director of The Changeling and Species 2. Sorry, guys. It says on the top these two people, but right here is the actual director. So, he's done some things at least. But anyway, back to the actual movie or episode, whatever you want to call it. The storyline is a little bit weird. You have these people that dress up like Washington, hence the Washingtonians, and they're trying to keep the legacy of Washington alive while keeping the reputation of him clean and not tainted or anything like that. So they know that the family has found this out, and they're trying to attack them and essentially eat them. Just this whole story is just a little bit weird for me, and I didn't really care for it too much. The way the people look, dressed in their powdered wigs, again, it just looks really cheesy, especially when there's a part where they're pounding on the door and they're saying stuff that's supposed to be sinister, but it comes off just a little bit goofy. So overall, I thought this episode was pretty much goofy from start to finish, and for that, I didn't like it too much. It's definitely probably one of the bottom of the barrel ones for me from all the Masters of Horror, even though it's been a while since I've watched them all. I've watched them all very far apart, never sat down and marathoned them, but definitely one of the, probably my least favorites, I would have to say, but I still give it a 6 out of 10. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. Obviously, it is a little above average at best, but it's nothing too special. So 6 out of 10 for the Washingtonians, 2007. Thank you guys again for joining me for day 17 of my 31 Days of Horror, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow for day 18.